Hey ABC, how are you? How's everything going? Hope you guys are doing alright this Friday. I wanted to address a topic, a very interesting one in my book, and talk about a very pretty neat label called Sam Records. There's a couple of videos, very good videos in the VC talking about Sam Records, and well, I wanted to recommend you guys this amazing label. It's a one-man based label in France. And it has a very unique appeal, because they're records that are, recorded obviously in France strictly by jazz artists, mainly American jazz artists. And, they are done with a lot of care. The recordings are pretty good. The albums look really nice. I'm going to show you the ones I've got. I think I have a couple more going my way, but, I'm going to show you ones I've got till now. And well, yeah, the history tells that African American musicians wanted to go to Europe. They were being victims of racial discrimination in the States, and across the pond, they were being treated differently, and so they enjoyed a stay in Europe. Because of that, obviously, there was less injustice there, and so they did these wonderful recordings. So there's a story like about Dexter Gordon, or Bob Powell that lived there. And even Dexter Gordon lived in Denmark for a while and ended up being Lars Ulrich's Metallica drummer's godfather, right? And yeah, so. These records were done with a lot of care, with that sense of freedom, I think, with that liberation spirit, I think, and you can definitely listen to that in these recordings. There's a pretty nice set of albums that you can still get. The pretty nice thing about Sam Records is that, well, they are limited, but you have different chances to get the recording. So they release some, in the first press, and then it goes out of stock, but then release again for a second press, and even a third press. So you'll get the chance to get the ones you like, and you can check the website. I know Acoustic Sounds, Analog Productions website. Acoustic Sounds sells these records in the States, so you can buy them there if you want. Or if you're living in Europe, it will be easier to order right away from the website. Okay, gonna show you ones I got. This one is a pretty nice album. John Lewis and Sacha Distel, Afternoon in Paris. Yeah, this is the label Sam, right? And this is a very laid back and amazing album. This one is just to maybe have some coffee in the morning, or in the night when you're having you came back from work, you can have a listen to that, and you'll have a very pleasant time. Another one, this one is sort of print, definitely. I think this one is just a box set that was released for Monk. Look at this cover, it's just freaking amazing, man, incredible. Yeah, this is a soundtrack for a movie that Monk did, and you can listen it. It's available, even YouTube if you want to give it a listen. It's wonderful. He's wearing this like Vietnamese hat, and well, Monk being in the school as hell, he can work it out and make it look cool. I think if I put that on me, I'll think it'll look ridiculous. Yeah, it comes with a book. So it's pretty nice, right? It comes with pictures of the movie, and also pictures of the recording. There's the guys in the recording studio. So it's pretty nice. Yeah, look at this. Right. So it's pretty neat. This is a very good recording. One thing is, these albums are all very good sounding recordings. You cannot argue that they're very good recorded. I got this Nathan Davis Peace Treaty, and I'm trying to get the other Nathan Davis available, which is a 3 LP set, and I've heard Michael 45 RPM saying, audiophile saying that it's one of the top 10 best sounding jazz album he owns. So I think it's gonna be reissued, or is being currently reissued. So I'm gonna pick this up. This one is very nice too. Very good recording. Sounds brilliant, and the packaging, you know, it's just pretty neat. They have these fold downs here. Very nice recording. If you're gonna pick one up, well, maybe I will go initially for the Special Distill, but this one still is pretty nice. The Ronald Bright Trio. This one pretty nice also. Very laid down. The trio set, you know, piano, bass, and drums. And you know, Ronald Bright is a very intelligent player. He just makes a very good sounding structures, and you can definitely have a pretty pleasant time. He has a mixture of, you know, between, you know, the aggressiveness of certain players, and he can also play in the Bill Evans style, you know, the laid back. So it's pretty amazing. This one is still available, and you can find it if you want. Wonderful recording. This one comes from the drummer Ron Jefferson Choir. This album is one to get, in my opinion. It's just fantastic album. They come with an insert, you know, and, you know, sorry. There's pictures, you know, like in this case, of Ron Jefferson, and this album, you know, is one of those albums that you can, you know, enjoy from top to bottom, and I think is really an amazing album. So highly recommend this one. You know, if you are starting a jazz collection, if you are starting every Sam Records collection, I think this is a must. I think I got this Miles 10-inch. You know, I'm very bad at French, so I'm not gonna misspell this. But you have seen this record. Very good. You know, sounding this is a pretty much a facsimile from the original. Look, it just comes with it, you know, the OBNO, and obviously there's always a good day for Miles. So, you know, Miles always kicks ass. So what else can I say? This one, Art Blakey. I think I've shown this one in a couple of videos, but this is a wonderful album. You know, it's a live recording, and, you know, one-off. This is not available anywhere else besides in the vinyl version. I think this one is out of print now, but maybe it'll come back. I think so. Last but not least, I've got Chet Baker. Yeah, this Chet Baker album, as most of the Chet Baker albums, you know, are pretty neat, amazing, and he's a wonderful player, one of my favorites. And so I just don't want to keep you too long, but if you can pick up some Sam records, I highly recommend them. You know, it's something that you could add to your collection, and you will definitely not regret. I think they're wonderful pressings. They are wonderful, done with a lot of care, and more important, they have wonderful music, because in the end, what it matters the most is the music, and that sense of freedom. You know, of being in another environment and maybe having different opportunities. I think definitely is felt on the recordings. There's a looseness, maybe less of an anger and more of a, you know, a spirit of freedom, as I said before, that you can feel in these recordings. So yeah, pick them up, and, you know, have a good weekend, and take care. Cheers.